Hello and welcome back to my channel, Cards by Melissa Minor. Today I'm going to be unboxing the May Stamps of Life Card Kit Club. If you're interested in finding more about the Stamps of Life Club or signing up, you can use my coupon code MelissaM. I will have a link down below in the description box. If you use my coupon code, you will earn 500 bonus points, which you can spend in the Stamps of Life store. All club members can save 15% in the Stamps of Life store, and if you're in 2 of their clubs, you can save 20%. All right, let's get unboxing. So here's a look at the stickers that you receive in the kit this month, and those are super cute. I love those. Here are some little Hawaiian shirt stickers, so these are going to be fun to use. I love these. And then you get these little wooden shapes, and they have little palm trees on them. And then you also receive this word die that says Sending Sunshine. And then, of course, envelopes. I always need those. And then let me bring in the next item. You get these stickers here. These are really pretty. And then you get this A1 pineapple folded die set. So this can make a shaped card, or you can use it even on a scrapbook page. It's good size, so this will be fun to put on a card. You can put this on an A2 card. So here's a look at the paper pad. And let me flip through here. So you get these Hawaiian shirts. I love these. And then if you're a member of their Stamp and Die Hard Club, you can use that to cut out the images. And did you see those 70s buses? Oh, those are so cute. And then look at these. I just love this paper pad. This might be one of my favorite card kits of the year. Pineapples, everything just screams summertime. Look at that. I love these. And you get 2 of each sheet. And there's actually, I think, 4 of the cutout sheets. So that's going to be really fun. All right, so let's take a look at the cardstock that you receive. Of course, you always get white. And let's see, we get 1, 2, I think there's 4 sheets of white in here. 4 sheets of the powdered sugar. And then we get ginger snap. And then here's a look at, this is the kiwi. And then this gray is cloud. And then this next color here, that is cranberry. And then we have blue jay. And this is artichoke, and then we have sunshine, and then pool. So nice color combination. And then we get these pretty gems. They're nice and sparkly. And then here is the idea card that the design team makes with some nice ideas for some cards and inspiration. And then, of course, you get this nice envelope to store either your kit contents, or I like to store a die. All right, so let's go ahead and get started in making a card. I'm bringing in this surfboard slimline, and I thought this went perfect with the card kit this month. So I'm bringing this in. This is available on the website, and I thought this went perfect with everything. So these are the pieces, and I've already went ahead and die cut this off camera. So I used a piece of the sunshine cardstock to cut that, and I used a piece of the pool to cut this piece. So you can see how I did this here. And then for the base, let's see, these are the little like detail pieces. I did those in the sunshine, but I'm just showing you all the dies here. Let me put this back in this envelope. That's how I'm storing all those. And let me move this out of the way because I want to do a treatment to this surfboard. For the slim line, you're just going to take a piece of the powdered sugar cardstock and you're going to fold it in half. And we're going to do this lengthwise since we're making a slim line cardstock. So I'm just going to fold it in half, and I'm going to place the die where you can see that it like hangs over top a little bit here. And I'm going to put a little bit of tape on here. So I'm using a little bit of the masket tape, and I'm just going to get that tape down. And I'm going to run that through my die cut machine. And this is what it looks like. And then I'm going to put this surfboard over top, and that's what the card's gonna be like. All right, so now that we have the card ready, let's go ahead and do a treatment to the surfboard. So have you ever seen the surfboards and they're like wild? When I see the surfboards, I think of like something wild. So I wanted something that was gonna show up. And at the time of the filming, I didn't have any other colors of the 3D inks except white. So I had to get creative. So I'm using the white 3D ink, and I'm using a little bit of the Sunshine re-inker. And I thought, what would happen if I mix these two together? I'm gonna spritz a little water in here. And then I'm gonna use just my water brush, and I'm gonna mix these two together. So let's test this out. And so I'm using just the 3D ink, the re-inker, and a little bit of water. And I'm gonna try to mix these and splatter this on. And I wanted something that wasn't just gonna fade away in the background on this blue. I didn't wanna do yellow and blue make green, right? I wanted it to be yellow on top of this surfboard. So I'm gonna mix this up, and I'm in my splatter box here. So I'm gonna get something to tap this on. So I'm just gonna tap this little mixture that I made, and I'm gonna try to make this a wild surfboard, and it's working. So I'm just splattering this surfboard up and making it wild. Let me get this all on here. And so far I'm really liking it. Let me do a little bit more. Okay. You could also maybe water down the 3D Sunshine ink if you had it, but this is what I had, and it's working. All right, so let me set that aside to dry, and I'm gonna go ahead and take one of the dies out and get one of these shirts, and let me use a little bit of the masket tape, and this is a sheet from the paper pad, and I'm going to go ahead and run this through my die cut machine. So we'll get this shirt because I want to use that on the card. And then let me go ahead and get one of these Hawaiian leis. So we'll die cut that also because I want to use that on the card. So let me line this up. Okay. And I'm going to also try to die cut these leaves out as well. So let me line this up and take everything over to my die cut machine. And I've got them all cut out. Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit of the Stamps of Life glue, and I'm going to go ahead and glue the lei onto the shirt. And then I've used the Blue Jay cardstock that came in the card kit, and I've used one of my circle dies, and I've cut that out. Now this is the stamp that came in the May stamp of the month. And let's see, I am using one of the sentiments here. So let me go ahead and bring in my secret weapon so that I get a good impression, and I'm using pool ink. So I'm gonna go ahead and ink this up, and let's give it a good press. And the sentiment says, "Let the celebration begin." All right, that looks perfect. All right, so now I have all of my pieces, and I am ready to start assembling the cards. So let me put them all in my tray here so I don't lose them. And let's bring in the surfboard. So I'm gonna use some of this liquid glue here, and I'm gonna put glue on my card base. And I'm gonna go ahead and glue down the sunshine portion of the surfboard. So we'll get that glued down. That looks good. Okay. And now, the moment of truth, let's go ahead and bring in the surfboard. So there it is. It's all dry now, and I like the splatter on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue that down over top of the surfboard, and we will layer this up. Let me put this on here. I think it turned out fun, and Doesn't it remind you of the fun, funky surfboards that you see? It does me. They're always wild. Okay, so that looks good. And you see the flowers that I have there in the tray? Those are also included in the slimline surfboard die. Those are also included in that. So I went ahead and die cut those off camera. And I used the cranberry cardstock that came in the card kit. All right, so these were the layering pieces for the surfboard. And you can't really see it on camera very well, but there's like, when you cut the surfboard out, there's like these little indentions that shows you exactly where to put these pieces. So it's real easy to know where to put these little layering pieces. So I'm gonna get these on here, and it's looking more like a surfboard. There we go. And then let's bring in the shirt, the Hawaiian shirt. And I think I want to put that there. Let me just lay these out. Let me first go ahead and put one of these flowers at the top. And then I want to put these 3 flowers down the center of the surfboard. So let me go ahead and glue the second one. I put the Hawaiian shirt down at the bottom just kind of for placement, so that I knew where to put these 3 flowers. So I'll go ahead and put this 3rd flower on. And then I'll go ahead and bring in my sentiment. Lay the celebration begin. And let's go ahead and put some glue on the back of it. I love the way this card is turning out. I'm gonna leave the left side of the sentiment open right now so I can tuck those leaves, kind of tuck them in behind the circle there so they can be coming out from behind it. And let's get the second one glued down. There we go. I didn't die cut this leaf perfectly, so I want to kind of hide my die cutting mistake there, so I'm going to move this one down, and then I'm going to put this one up top because I think it was die cut a little better, and so that's why I moved that one. And now I want to put the shirt, the Hawaiian shirt, on top. So we'll go ahead and get that glued down. I did add a little bit of foam tape. And we'll pop this one up right about here, and it fits on there just perfectly. So I love the way that looks, and of course we got to add some bling, so let's add a few of these epoxy dots here, and this looks like the sunshine color, so I'll add a few of these from my collection, and there. This is our first card. I love the way this turned out. I didn't add a sentiment to the inside yet, and I made another one off camera. Used a different little lay here, different Hawaiian shirt, but same concept, same surfboard, and yeah, perfect. All right, let's start card number 2. So I am using the Stamps of Life adhesive sheets, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down to an A2 size card. So let's go ahead and cut this down. And I'm doing this so that I can make this sticky. And so I'm actually going to stick this down and then peel it right back up. Now I have sped this up quite a bit because it's not very much fun to watch me peel and stick and do all those things. So let me stick this on here, and then we'll peel this up. And the card that I'm going to be making today, this is called the herringbone technique. So you'll see in my tray, I have a whole bunch of the pattern paper from the paper pad that I've cut down in various sizes, and I've just cut them down in various sizes here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one piece, and we're going to do this. We're going to take one across the center, and then we're going to take one, put it this way, one this way. So that's the that's how we're going to start. And then we're going to take another color and we're going to follow that same pattern. So we're going to take this yellow, follow that pattern, and there we go. Fill that little space in. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fill this one in. So we're going to go in this direction. And I'm doing the same colors. You can do this however you'd like. I think it looks nice when you go with the same colors. You know, like we started with the red, and then I'm going to go with the yellow, and then I'm going to go with the next color. But you don't necessarily have to do that. You can make a herringbone card with any colors that you want. The herringbone is just the pattern that you're using. So you can get really creative with this technique. And I thought that this paper with the flowers worked perfect for this technique. So I cut these down in like 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch strips. And I just cut a bunch of them. So I'm going in now with the green. So that would be the artichoke. And so once I get that all covered, I'm cutting off the larger end so that I can get a straight cut first so I can reuse those strips. And then I'll go in closer to it and cut those down. But I wanted to get a straight edge first. So that's why you see me cut those off, and I'll save those and put those in. And then these are more like my trash. So I'm coming in closer, getting a nice edge around these, and then I'm trimming these off, and there we go. So there is my panel. So that is a herringbone card. Now I'm going to mat that on a piece of the Pool cardstock. So we'll get this on here, and there we go. That looks good. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a A2 size card base. So I cut these down, and then now I have the card base here. And I just like the layered look of this. I think it makes it stand out a little better. Okay, so now we need to bring in our embellishments, and I have my tray here. And kind of like the last card, I'm repeating the same embellishments. I've got the Hawaiian shirt that I cut from the paper pad. And then I have another one of those circles that I've cut using just a circle die from my stash and the Blue Jay paper pad. And then for this time, for the lei, I used the more intricate die. And so the inside die for that. So I cut that instead of the shadow die, I guess. I used the more intricate one to get in there better. And I think that instead of having white on the outside, it just makes the lei stand out a little bit more, I think, on this card. And so that looks cute. And I'm bringing in some pops of color here. Now I have all of the colors of the 3D ink, so I would use the Sunshine 3D ink, but at the time of filming I didn't have that, so I'm using some stuff from my stash, but you could use the 3D inks here, so that looks cute. And then when you use either the 3D inks or the pops of color, you want to flick it from behind, and that just flattens it out so it doesn't have like a dome top on it. All right, so I need to add a sentiment, and I think I'm going to go with the same sentiment again. So let me bring in my secret weapon, and that's so I can get a good even stamped impression. So let's see. Let me make sure I want to use that same sentiment. Pool ink. I like the Pool ink, and especially since I use the Pool cardstock to back it. Yeah, same sentiment. Lei the celebration begin. It fits perfectly on this circle, and I just love that. So I think I'm going to be using this sentiment a lot. It's just such a cute sentiment, and it's perfect. You can use it for birthdays. Let me clean off my stamp here. I'm using my stamp chamois and my salt sheller. Okay, So let me put that away and bring back in my card. And now I just need to figure out placement. But for Lay the Celebration Begin, I mean, that could be almost anything. And so that's what I really like about that sentiment, is it doesn't necessarily have to be just birthdays. So I've got that on there, and now I need to bling it up. So I really like these stickers. So I'm gonna add, I like to do my embellishments in a trio. So I'm gonna put one down here and then one up top. I like to frame it in. And then let me add another one, I think up here. So there we go. That looks cute. And then, of course, I did another one off camera, so let me bring it in. And with this one, I just added one of the little wooden palm trees, and I like that as well. So that's super cute. All right, so let's start our third card. For this one, I'm using the Collage Slimline card base, and I store these in the large envelopes. So I have a whole bunch of like my slimline bases. I keep all in this envelope, and that makes it super easy to use. Those are for like my large dies, so that's where I cut the base out of. So I have the base cut out in the Blue Jay, and then I have that layering piece cut out in the Cloud, and then I have a white powdered sugar. So I'm going to get these all adhered down together. So I'm going to go ahead and use my glue here, and I'm going to adhere the Cloud piece onto the powdered sugar. And then we'll take these two pieces and we'll put those on top onto the Blue Jay piece. Okay. And then I guess this card kit, I'm making more slimlines this month than I normally would, but that's good. Give us a little variety. All right, put this on here. There we go. Give it a good press. All right. So now that I have that done, I do have most of my pieces cut in my tray here. And so I'm going to go ahead. These are the layering pieces, and I went ahead and cut these using the dies that are in that Collage Slimline die. And that I purchased off the Stamps of Life website. It's a good one to have in your collection. It makes it so easy when it has all these layering dies. And this one I could have used like wild colors, you know, or brighter colors, but I really liked the simplicity of the colors of this one. I think this is more of like a masculine card. And so I kept it simple with the grays. All right, so I want to bring in some of my markers, and I do store them in this 8.5 by 11 Totally Tiffany. Oh goodness, I can't remember what the name of this one is. Is this the storage paper taker? I think this is called 8.5 by 11 paper taker. But some of these die cuts, I cut this pineapple out of the Sunshine cardstock, and I just want to use one of my tri-blend markers and use a little bit of the green. I'm going to color up the top of the pineapple just to give it a little extra dimension here. Nothing too intense. I'm just doing a little bit of coloring. So I'll color up 3 of the pineapples. So let's see, let me get this other pineapple. We'll just color the top of this pineapple. But I do like storing my markers this way because they do say with the tri-blend markers that it's best to store them flat. And so I like storing them flat on the shelf in this paper taker. Okay, so now that I have that, I think I want to bring in a little bit of red just for a little pop, and I'm only going to color the center. Just very simple here, just the very center of that flower. And I'll do that real quick on each of these. And then I think that's all I need as far as coloring. So really super simple. Okay, that looks good. So I can put that marker away. Perfect. All right, so now I've jazzed up those embellishments and now I'm ready to start putting this card together. I've got 3 of the stickers and I've actually taken the stick off of the stickers. So these are the stickers from the sticker sheet. And how I've done that is I've taken just some baby powder and I've applied some baby powder to the back of these stickers. And that's just so I can make them more like little embellishments, so I can place them here and there and just see where I like them best. So I'm not committed with just a sticker. So you can always do that. You can take the stick off of your stickers by placing some baby powder, rubbing some baby powder on the back. So that way you can move them around. And so I've done that with each of these stickers, but these are the stickers and they would stick, but I have taken the stick off of them. So now I am re-adding glue to them to make them stick. And I've also did that with the thank you sticker there, and I've actually cut that sticker down. I've cut it in half so that it's going to fit on this slimline card. So I'm making a little embellishment cluster here with the die cuts that I used my Stamp and Die Hard Club from this month. I love the little set this month because these are such fun die cuts to work with. They make perfect little embellishments for cards. These are so fun. So I've got the pineapple and I've got the flower and I've got some leaves. And so I'm just making little embellishment clusters here. I've got 2 of the shirts from the little stickers. And then I've got this thank you sticker that came in the embellishment pack this month. And see, this was the sticker. It was all one. And I've cut it in half to make it 1, or to make it 2. Don't know what I'm saying here. All right. So let me just add a couple more embellishments and we will call this card good. Let me add just a couple more here. Let me add a leaf, and then I've already got these die cut, so I might as well use them. Let me see what I like best. I think just to finish it off, I might as well add, you know, the full 3 to this embellishment cluster as well. So let me get this finished. So if you have enjoyed this video, I hope that you will hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new, I hope you will subscribe and come back. And so we will just finish this card up. And there we go. This card is done. Let me hold it up. I am going to finish this off just by adding a few of these 3D ink dots. And I like the way that looks. A couple more here just to give it a little extra dimension. All right, that finishes this card. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.